This is News 3 Sports.
Today was going to be the 124th running of the Boston Marathon, but due to the coronavirus, it's pushed back to September 14th. Now, here recently, I reached out to our viewers through Facebook, asking everyone if they knew somebody who was going to compete in that race. And Jessica Zirkelbach from Mount Vernon, Indiana, reached out and said, I may not be from your viewing area, but my husband is from Gallatin County, and so is his family. I think I've got a story for you. So I listened. It's a story you want to watch. In 2017, Jessica Zirkelbach became a running partner for a friend. In 2018, she ran a marathon and qualified for the Boston Marathon. But because of the amount of applicants, she missed the cut by 30 seconds. So she tried again in September 2019.
I ran 3 hours and 32 minutes. The qualifying time for my age gender had changed to 3 hours and 35 minutes. And I qualified, or I had a qualifying time again. And I was very proud of myself for finally getting that time. That was Sunday. And on Monday, my airplane landed back in the area, and I got a phone call from my doctor. And my doctor let me know that the biopsy results from the week before had come back, and that I had invasive ductal carcinoma, which is breast cancer. So that's that moment when you find out that everything in your life's kind of turned upside down, and these crazy people that are hanging around you when you're working from home, you don't want anything to go wrong for them. So pretty terrifying. So yeah, so this Boston Marathon became really important to me. It became my focus as I was trying to figure out how to have some kind of normalcy. It became my focus to remain normal so that I could be a good mom to these crazy kids right here.
Immediately, Jessica reached out to Gilda's Club, a community organization for people with cancer.
I had to find good out of the whole thing, right? And if that good was that somehow I raised strong, independent kids, that's great. If that good was that I helped someone else along the way, that was great. But for me to display strength and grace for this, I needed to take care of myself. And running was my one way to stay normal through this whole thing. So I continued to run.
The former University of West Virginia soccer player reached out to her old strength coach, and together they came up with a training program.
I had to keep my heart rate under 150, which means for someone that likes to run, normally I'm walking, which is very tough, but I was getting the miles in, and that made me feel normal, and it helped me hopefully display some strength and grace so that these two were a little less scared about why I no longer had any hair. Do you think that I've seemed strong as I've lost my hair and been bald and had to go to the doctor all the time? What's your memory?
Sometimes.
Sometimes?
Most of it.
Most of it? Do I look more tired or anything?
You look tired from staying up late.
From staying up late? Do you like when I wear hats or when I let everyone see my bald head?
Well, you do have a wig in there.
I have a wig that they hate.
I love it.
You love it?
In March, Jessica finished 5 months of chemotherapy. This week she begins radiation, and that runs through May.
I have to remember that as much as I'd like to go run that 3 hour and 30-minute pace I did last year, there's no way that that's going to happen. And so my goal still needs to be to finish this thing. I need to keep that in my head because I'm not quite as strong as I was before. So even if it means that I'm walking instead of running, I still feel like I'm accomplishing that goal. And it still gives me that pride that I'm pushing through even the toughest times.
Jessica is immunocompromised, so she runs on her own, runs through rural areas.